This is a Homer cocktail movie. A Homer cocktail movie. Homer cocktails holding a poopy. This is a Homer cocktail movie. Homer cocktail movie. Okay, here goes Poopy. Poopy. Poopy right there. There's the sun. Have my Chinese food, watch a little television. I don't watch a whole lot of television in general, but watch TV once in a while. A little breezy out here and I love it. See this right here? This little branch and all. A little breeze, huh? So anyhow, I'm about to cut the goatee because I cut this and I'm going to be looking for work. Lindsay Lohan was started her time in jail today. And today's the 41st anniversary of the man landing on the moon for the first time. So let's do it. Let's start cutting this thing. Let's start cutting this goatee off. And what's going to happen right now is I'm probably going to go complete clean shave. That's just gonna take a few days to grow back. Basic stubble. Hair so symbolic, correct? Okay then. Alright then. This is still the Gunk series. Gunk. Realize something about it. That you guys watch Prison Break and shows like that out there probably, right? And this series, the reason why I think it's gone on so much, I already have 35 of these posted. I have enough for easily another 10 more. Okay, there's a. Alright. It's hope. Just like the show Prison Break. These are yeah, this little hair. Look at that. Let's get a nice little lit view out there of just that part, right? Where's that? See that? Eee. Once was chin hair, now it's hair. Anyhow, for that matter, you watch Cribs, MTV Cribs, Lifestyle of Rich and Famous, and what are those shows about? Hope. People like shows about hope, you see. You know, some people are millionaires and they hope to be even more of millionaires, you know, or they hope to be billionaires after millionaires. And even though Prison Break is fiction and all, art reflects life. And you have these people that are in this insane environment, this dire circumstance, and they just hope just to be outside. They just hope to be outside, and they probably don't care that, you know, they'll wind up as a janitor or maybe cleaning fucking sewage tanks or anything. You know, and these are stories about hope and all. And I think that's why I feel compelled to keep filming, even though this has been going on for a week and a half now since I found out I have enough credits to graduate with a bachelor's. I hope you absorb it. I hope you, you know, first I was playing the low ball thing, I think. Playing the low ball. Almost possum, right? And pretending, okay man, you guys have to absorb my angst or whatever, right? Absorb my angst. But hey man, I have hope as well. It's not just angst. Angst and memories about why it takes so long. I have memories, you know, it's a mixed. See, I could probably keep this, but I'm gonna just start over, I think. Let me see if I can get it even. If I get it even, you know, why not? Probably shave it down. See how that goes. So, we got a shaver cream right here. And, hey man, fucking someone out there, he's about to trade in his Pinto or whatever for a fucking used Camry or whatever the hell's going on. He has a move up in his life. And the stories of hope are nice, you know? It's like, hey man, someone's moving up. I don't know. So, we'll see how that goes. Okay, I'm shaving the outside around it. When I turn off the camera, I might decide, hey, it's best to start over. But otherwise, this might be the employable look, you know. Just fucking, hey, this guy's about to have his diploma in October. We could hire him. We could hire this guy. Seems fairly well kept or whatever, I hope, right? So I finally posted it on my Facebook though about the graduation date. Posted some videos and thanked people I think needed thanking. Let them know that, you know, I'll be looking to move to wherever there's work. Nice little sun. And let them know that I just paid off my 2-year contract, so that maybe they won't expect as many videos because I'll only have my iPhone. I'll be able to text post, but you know, as far as all the videos and all, this might be it for a while until I settle down and figure out where I'm going to be staying. One of the places in Hollywood, I told a guy 25% chance I'll be going over there. They have internet and Wi-Fi and, you know, all that. So hey man, why start another 2-year contract if I move to a place that already has internet, right? So you guys been real good. You guys been real good. And I think that's what I'm gonna do is try to fucking, you know, get it even out. I think it's mostly even out, just that little clip. But the skunk might be coming to an end pretty soon. Partly because most of the cobwebs, hey man, they've been swept or whatever. But also because, you know, well, I gotta get storage. I gotta put the computers in storage, or I gotta find a place to put my computers and all, and my wireless home internet's gonna be gone. So hey, it's winding down. You guys been good though. Alright, there's a poopy. It's Hummer Cocktail vlogging. The sun's going down over there. Got some cans down there. Oh, nice little breeze out. Oh, it's good to have breezy days when days are getting. Hey, poopy! Alright then. Yeah, I went and started looking for the jobs earlier, and the details will be rolling in over the days possibly. For some reason, I couldn't get to sleep really last night, and wound up waking up early, and then, you know, I slept a good part of the afternoon during my nap. And I'm starting to get this backlog with these vlogs, these Homer Cocktail vlogs. Trying to get this backlog. So started a Homer Cocktail 34 site, and that's where this might go. Actually, since I just started it, it might be a hassle to load longer videos, so it might be Homer Cocktail 24. Anyhow, I might start chunking some of these videos together, and you know, during the course of the videos, I might speculate that it might be called this or that, but in reality, it's going to be called Chunk 1 and Chunk 2, and it's going to be a compilation of different pieces. And when I've done this before, other vlog sites, I don't even necessarily put them in order. So I might have some stuff out of order. And yeah, it's a beautiful sunset right now though. It's good weather. It's very good weather. It's a slight breeze out there. Very slight breeze. And in a couple of weeks it's going to be Memorial Weekend. That's the unofficial beginning of summer. And I'm feeling okay for some reason. For a while, wow, man. Oh man, shit hit the fan about a little more than 10 years ago, and you know, I've had some good times over the last 10 years, but I've had more days where I'm just like wondering when are things going to come back to normal again. Within this past month, the Dow Jones broke 15,000 for the first time ever. Unemployment used to be below 5%, and now it's down to like 7.5%, somewhere around there. So, seems like life might be coming back to normal again. We'll see how it goes. This might be chunks, but we'll see. All right, party on. Look at this nice cactus flower. I always like these things. Cactus flower. Okay, look at this. Look at this right here. That means there's a breeze. So you see the tree out there. Nice little breeze. See that? Nice little breeze out there. This is the end of July. We're coming at the end of July now. Last full week of July. It's on a Monday. And it's gonna start cooling down. It's gonna start cooling down. So, humors. I'm gonna talk about humors, I guess. I wrote about humors in one of my books. Can't remember which one, because, you know, don't remember all details. Shit, you know, right? Anyway, it was probably Annihilation. It's probably, I would definitely say it's one of my last two. It's Annihilation or Exacerbation. The ancients, the so-called ancients. There's some people that still believe it. There's 4 humors, okay? We're not talking about comic, necessarily, kind of humors. These are fluids in the body. There's phlegm, bile, melancholy, and is it blood? I don't know. I can't remember. I think that I have the first 3 right. Maybe the 4th one's correct as well. But I can't remember. They all have different color. And it affects your emotions. I took a philosophy class. And the name of the philosophy class in autumn of 98 was History of Laughter. And this affects your temperament, the way you behave. And each one has, like I said, a different color. And the liver secretes, is it bile or melancholy? I'm sorry for not remembering the details, but that would be black. And phlegm is what, yellow, and blood is red, and You know, whatever they are. But sometimes your humors are out of balance. Okay? And the Hebrews believe that first of all, there's the Stoics and Cynics. Those aren't just types of people with dispositions in you know, for certain kind of comedy. Those were religious ways of life. I got this from Oxford Dictionary of Religions. Those were actually religious sects, you know, and I talked about this in the comedy piece. I have a few comedy records. I'm not saying they're funny, but a cynic, you know, or let's go Stoic, real dry. Oh yeah, the Romans, they're gonna build roads out here. It's borderline sarcasm, right? A cynic is more like, oh yeah, the Romans, they're gonna build roads out here, yeah. And if you don't understand cynicism or stoicism, then you know you get by in life because you said what they want to hear, but you said it in a tone that you and your little sect know, hey, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen, right? Well, anyway, we say heart, you know, use your head, use your heart, right? Use your head, use your heart. Well, the Hebrews believed the emotions were in the guts, not the heart, the guts. We talk about emotion. Hey, man, use your heart. And in our contemporary society, that you know, it's the heart you're talking about. With them, it's down here in the liver and all that, which secretes the melancholy, bile, and all that crap. If that's out of whack, you get some crazy feelings, right? And you know why this came up right now, I'm not really sure. I think what I'm trying to say is I just got my transcript. Okay, it's right there on you know, you can see the hood of the car and a little white piece on the windshield wipers. That's it right there. Okay. And that's the official transcript. So that if I move out of the area, maybe I could go to graduate school in Washington State or Northern California or something. But I'll also bring it to employment agencies. And what I'm waiting for right now is for the butterflies. See, they call them butterflies in our culture, but the ancients would say that, you know, it's your humors. Your humors are, you know, you're secreting too much bile or melancholy or whatever internally, you know. So let's see how much time we have. It's up to 5.5 minutes. That gunk series, I think it did me good. And obviously this is going to be something else. I'm not really sure. I wanted to say looming before. I wanted to say new start. Maybe this is transition. Search. Like search 1, search 2. So I don't know what it's going to be, but the name will come to me. Okay, Homer Cocktail again. Doing the vlogging. And the little poopy doing the walking. He's doing the walking. Time for wearing the hat. Oh, is this Anguish? Is this the book Anguish that I wrote? Is this Anguish that I wrote in 2006? Oh my god, it is. This is the same one that you could get on scrib.com/Homer Cocktail. I have about 11,000 total reads on that channel, by the way. A little more than 11,000. I have something like 7. I think I have 7 of those kind of books. The most recent one is Brick Jane. And I was vlogging a little while ago, and I almost went inside. And I almost forgot my point. And I kind of was trying to set it up and lost track of where I was heading with it. And then I kind of got it. And then, you know, it's about refrigeration and removing heat in order to make something cold, you know, like a refrigerator. And then about life, you know, removing crappy people to make your life better, you know? If you have a house pet, you're training him to, go outside and poop or whatever. Once in a while you might have him poop, he's a little puppy or something, he's gonna poop in the house. These guys aren't house pets. But, so that doesn't so much matter. And usually, by the way, at least you call it trained or not, they don't poop anywhere near where I walk. Somehow they just know, I guess. Anyhow. I'm poopy. Anyhow. I was doing this piece a little while ago, though. And, what's the definition of a crappy person? What's the definition of a crappy person? I've taken communications. And it's all relative, A person I might think is crappy probably has a daughter that loves him or some shit, Or a brother or something, And, we don't all get along with each other. We don't have to talk to each other, right? But also in that book, there were a couple of companies. One of them was called Cyborg Lot. It was based around Seattle. And it was run by this chick named Henrietta. And this place operated a lot like what local law enforcement seems to operate. And everyone operates for their own reasons. Let's suppose the DMV, for example. The DMV, every time you get in a wreck or get a ticket, you got a point on your record. Now, granted, some of the stuff comes off over a course of years. But if you're nominated for the Nobel Prize, or if you happen to be a professional stock car racer, you don't get extra points. It's only a system that deducts. And there are people like that, and there are institutions like that. The school I went to in Claremont, when I was writing that witch hunt thing, seemed to become that. And I've read some complaints from other students online, since then, that have made similar complaints as I have. But don't worry, and we're not going to implicate the whole place. But I got a lot of fucking awards, man. I got a lot of fucking awards. This one teacher, I took three and a half of his classes. The reason I say 3.5 is because one time it was a mixture of other professors as well. It's not quite a half, but it was an urban studies module in Ontario. I took 3 of his goddamn fucking classes. I'm not sure I missed one class, and I'm not sure that I was late once. And I did all the fucking reading. And this guy took the stand against me. Physically took the stand against me for a computer email. You could go to Homer Cocktail 48. It's a documents channel. And check around, and you'll probably see what I'm referring to here. I'm trying to put as many of my documents there as I can. And it's people like that don't take into account the positive things. I went to work at Quill Corporation over there in Ontario, where this plane's going to land probably. This plane's probably going to land out there in Ontario. Yeah, right, where's the plane, right? Anyhow, I had perfect attendance in 1996. I was one of 2 people in a place of about 50 employees. They had perfect attendance. And at the very end of the year, the final week of the year, they were ready to fucking fire me, dude. After nothing but outstanding work reviews. And mostly perfect attendance over a course of 7 years. In 1996, I had perfect attendance. And I have, I proudly have family obligations that supersede my fucking work. Where I had nephews and nieces that relied on me to get them to Salinas, California. And I happen to be sick. By itself, no big deal. I was neglecting my friends at the time, and went out drinking with them, and I was a little hungover. And fucking, I was goddamn deadbeat tired. We tried to get another driver, but my truck was a stick shift, and there was one person that knew how to drive that was heading up to Salinas, fucking 8 or 10 hour drive. And the guy didn't know how to drive a stick shift. So sometimes the planets just don't line up, you know? If only for that variable, if only for this variable. And I call in sick once that year. One fucking time. And my supervisor stops looking at me in the eye after I came back to work eventually later that week. Or the following week, whenever, you know, I guess I might have been gone on a weekend. And, no different than anyone else has ever done that's really been sick and called in sick or whatever. Wouldn't look me in the eye. And eventually when we talked about it, he said, I hold you to a higher standard, you know, that stuff. So we started a union. We tried to start a union there because other people were having similar treatment. Where is that? There you go. Airplane. Okay, he's going to Ontario right there. Huh? Okay. Here we go. So anyhow, you know, the ideal thing, and we kind of learned that there's, you know, I don't know where they get the numbers from, but in communications, it's very common that if you do 7 good things, usually you're allowed a bad thing, you know, just, I don't know where they get the information. It's very vague on what good and bad is. You know, you go out of your way, you do a favor for your wife or something, you know, mow the front yard or something, and this and that and whatever. And then, you know, I don't know, you forget the anniversary or some shit, but you already did like around 7 good things. Supposedly stuff like that's about normal in life. And if you start fucking up as often as you do good things, that just doesn't cut it. But, you know, what we don't want in life are the motherfuckers that act like a police agency, you know? That you could have won a Mother of the Year award. And that don't matter to the LAPD or anything. They're only going to keep track of when you got a DUI or some shit, you know? And there was another organization in the book, Thermite, that, you know, was a little more realistic about the way regular people behave. So, yeah, that's that one. That's that one. Alright, coming on 10 minutes, I'm out of here. How you doing there? Summer cocktail. The sun's gonna set. Matter of a couple of hours. You look over here. Oh, what is that? What is that? What's the shadow there? Oh, wow. What's going on here? Oh, wow. Oh, here it goes. How you doing? That's my dad at the gate. Just showed up. Just started the Homer Cocktail vlog. I'm gonna go get on a shirt, some other things. But I'll probably insert this somewhere. Here we go. There we go. Okay there. That's Homer Cocktail vlogging. That is the sun as it sets right there. Between those tree branches. Homer Cocktail vlogging here. Got 2 poopies right here. 2 poopies. And I got a sprouting plant right here. And I'm wearing a hat. I'm wearing a cool hat. I call this one Regard. Or I might not, or I might include it in other things regard. We're talking about perception and relativism. I read this good piece on metaphysics from, I think he's an existential, I think he'd be considered existential philosopher, Henry Bergson. You know, definitely a philosopher, but Henry Bergson wrote about relativism in his introduction to metaphysics. And some people seem to think with their minds and their perceptions and their existence that they have the absolute answers for right and wrong and good and bad. I can't really, you know, I don't know that I want to go down a side road and go into specifics on that. But loosely, I would say like a Simon Cowell or someone has struck me that way. That is so certain about his ability to judge singing, or it seems to be, you know. And maybe it's an act. I don't know if it's an act or not, but a lot of people are a little more relative. You know, a lot of people are more apt to say, well, that's just my opinion. Hey, that's just my opinion, blah, blah, blah. You know, hey, I realize that one man's trash is another man's treasure, something like that. And some people are a little more apt, though, to say, well, I think you're a crappy singer. And if I am seeing this, everyone has seen this, you know? And you get someone like a William Hung or something that goes out and winds up producing his own music, and someone likes it. I think it made it into the record stores or whatever. You can get it on iTunes. But that's just an example of that. And this one probably won't go the whole 10 minutes. Maybe it'll just touch 5 minutes, and I got some stuff to take care of in there. You know, like I said, the sun's going down and all. But I think I've had people in my life that have treated me that way, that have thought, hey, I think you're a piece of shit. That must mean everyone thinks you're a piece of shit, you know? And a couple of years ago, I managed to get a bachelor's degree in ecology. And in order to do that, someone thinks you're decent at something because it takes schoolwork, it takes evaluation of people that know what they're talking about. It takes recommendations. And usually, unless you come from a rich family, you have to have an employer to make your way through school and all. And, you know, I just want to touch on this thing called regard, where fucking, hey, I'm still struggling, man. It's been 2 years since my graduation, and I know someone out there somewhere will probably regard what I think of as an accomplishment, which is my bachelor's degree. But whoever it is doesn't seem to be in this area. And I plan to update, you know, my monster.com, and I plan to go out there and talk to a gal from the Peace Corps a couple of months ago. And if I could get around maybe like-minded people, get some momentum going, and, you know, doing whatever it takes, maybe you know, I could find people that regard you know, my history and, you know, some of these things that point in that direction. You know, maybe I could get out there in the fucking real world. I always wanted to go to the Pacific Northwest and all again. And we'll see where it takes us. Here's Booby. Booby! Booby! How you doing, folks? This is Homer Cocktail. I happen to be doing my fantasy baseball rosters. That's 2:30, middle of the night. It's not 2:30 in the afternoon. Got my guitar right here. Been doing a lot of vlogs again. it's been a couple years since I was doing these on a regular basis. Right over here, I got a lot of documents and books and stuff, and I started Homer Cocktail 48 Documents channel. And I've been getting closer and closer to the core of what I've wanted to talk about for more than 10 years, you know. Definitely, you know, for the past 5 years that I've been on YouTube. Coming on 5 years in August. A few months away. And some of this I'm still trying to sort out. And I might go into a Twilight Zone analogy by the end of the 10 minutes if I use 10 minutes. Giving thought to doing some rambling pieces now that I could upload videos that are longer than 10 minutes. Usually I feel compelled when I'm outside to turn the camera around and show you where I'm at, and if the sun's out there, there's a light bulb, but it might point in this direction or, you know, whatever. And I've been going through a lot of these documents. Right past this computer at the foot of the bed, for example. Here's Mr. Piano. And right there you see files. Most of that shit's from the 90s. And these are boxes that have been tucked away. That I figure one of these days, hey man, I don't know, gonna serve a purpose, right? Bank statements and academic records and a bunch of crap. Let's film the guitar. Once in a while I might pan over the guitar just for, you know, just for effect. But this one has kind of been gnawing at me for almost 15 years, the autumn of 1998, and I've been saying it a lot. And I never wanted to be that kid I just talked about, Dane Cook, you know, this past week in a vlog. In a monologue, he was talking about stuffing a kid's, you know, face with the ice cream. Anyhow, you know, you'll remember me now, you know, just joking around, some random kid and just eating an ice cream, just pop his face with the ice cream, and right? But people seem to have that attitude. And this past week, I think her name's Amanda Berry. She's a girl that had been kidnapped, and a couple of other girls got kidnapped in Cleveland. And after all these years, she escaped and, you know, called the authorities, and it's real big on the news. And I'm trying to talk to people that I'm an alright person, and, you know, I just graduated a couple years ago. It took longer than I thought it would. And I'm trying to tell people what the fuck was going on in my life, and what is going on, and what, you know, what I expect to be going on. And I was, let's see, born in San Bernardino. My real name's not Homer Cocktail, my real name's Eddie, you know. And I was baptized at St. Edward's in Corona. And my name's Edward Corona, by the way. And I had a lot of Catholic family across the board, but my dad's side of the family seems to break away and go a little more Protestant. My dad wound up marrying his cousin's housekeeper. And his cousin, she's my second cousin, she was my sponsor for my first communion when I was like 10 years old. And she used to be poor, but she married a self-made millionaire. And I always thought that if something crazy happens in life, like what happened actually, they'd be there for us financially. Okay? I'm no beggar. I swear to God, I'm no beggar. And I've worked hard in my life. And my dad was an electrician. built his own house. He put that house up for collateral for a pizza store. And the pizza store never got off the ground. It was a place in Marina Valley. We lost our house the same year I was admitted to Pitzer College in 1995. And I've talked about a lot of this before. But when I was younger, stuff I've never talked about or wrote about, I haven't even really talked. When I say talked about, I mean vlogging. But most of my buddies don't know a lot of my family history either. Not that it's that great or anything, but this guy, the self-made millionaire, they used to live in Encino, and I used to stay with them off and on when I was a child. My dad even said that they wanted to adopt me. They have one daughter, and she's a couple years younger than me. And one time we were at a company picnic, and this guy started a refrigerator door company with his buddies. And I remember my cousin Jean, and she's third cousin because she's the daughter of my second cousin, right? But I used to stay with them once in a while, and they even invited me to some party at Laguna Beach. They have a beach house over there, or used to. In 1998, right around the time crazy shit started happening in my life. But before this crazy shit happened, and before the house was foreclosed on, my dad told me that he asked Bud if he'll buy the land where we're at now, because it's owned free and clear, but it's a freaking trailer. This place is a trailer, and this wasn't even here in '98. We were staying in fucking goddamn 25-foot trailers. Each of us had one of those because that's how we had to survive. But there was some issue about a personal policy. He had started his business by borrowing something like $10,000 from his aunt. They lived off PB&J, peanut butter and jelly, for a while. And went to a company picnic. I don't know, I must have been about 6 years old, 8, I don't know. And my cousin was there, Jean. She was about, I don't know, 4 or 6, a couple years younger than me. She got hurt at a playground. But I remember Bud telling me that him and his partner made a point that it's never to hire anyone, never to involve family with their business. I only have a couple of minutes to talk about this. I might go 15 minutes this time, or something longer, because I don't feel like cutting this one off. I might go 12 minutes or something. Anyhow, and I was cool with it. I was actually kind of cool with it. Oh, well, big deal. And I used to stay with them, but I didn't ask for money ever. I don't think. The worst I ever did is ask for video game cartridges. When Atari was out and nothing to do in there's big fucking homes in Encino and shit, and they got a place in Oxnard, Ventura, and Laguna and shit. And I was thinking a lot. I might get this done in this minute. I was thinking a lot about that autumn of '98. I got accused of being bipolar by the fucking dean of students at Pitzer College. I was having family problems, and my dad was stripping copper and recycling it, stuff he got from job sites, just to keep lights on. And this is something his cousin had done before they were millionaires. And I did not have a fucking psychological problem. I had an economic problem. And that's the point of this. I'm going to cut this off at 10 minutes. And I might start another one if I feel compelled. But I wanted to get that off my fucking chest, though. Just some of the circumstance. Another fucking added piece of the puzzle. It's 10 minutes right now. Alright then. Okay, it's a Saturday night right now. Saturday night. It's a Saturday night. And see this thing right here? I just purchased this little thing. It's a home wireless USB dilly. You can barely probably see it's or you can't see the brand name's Virgin.
Time is a great time for TGI Fridays.
I'm in the fucking chat room. There's some dickhead. It was yesterday or the day. It was the day before yesterday, right? Here's what I was going with before. Look at SNL.
Weekend update with Seth.
I don't even like this guy. I don't even like that person. I used to like Tina Fey and Dennis Miller almost. And Amy Poehler. That guy by himself, he needs something besides whatever he's doing. You know. I'm happy. I'm fucking happy. So I was going with this Sprint. Can you tell? This was the way to go. Until it's past autumn. I might turn this into a black and white Homer Cocktail 4 piece. Oh, check this out. I got all my computers. I got a guitar right here. See, can you tell the guitar? But I got one monitor A, monitor B, and I got 3 computers. There's computer 1. You can hardly tell because it's kind of blending in right here. Computer 2, and then computer 3 is right there. One has XP, one has Vista, one has the newest one, 7. And basically what's going on, I feel so good. I swear to God I haven't felt this good since like 1997. I'm about to graduate in May, by the way, from a school I started going to in the 90s. And then the road got bumpy for me. I explained this in one of the Glop or Gunk series. It got fucking bumpy for a little while, personally. And then nationally, we had that Great Recession, and then we had the War on Terror, and life has sucked for a while, dude. I'm sorry. And I'm just saying in general, across the board. Historians are going to look at this era from the beginning of the millennium to right now it's 2011. And then they'll agree that it was something like the Depression, but they obviously don't want to call it that for some reason. They'll probably just call it something like the era that sucked. The era that fucking sucked, or something like that. But I got a new guitar this month. Been giving away these things as gifts. I got my XM radio. You might be able to hear some of that in the background. And I finally feel motivated again. So I just want to keep some of the people updated. This very well for fucking since the beginning of September. Okay, we're in mid-February right now, but since September. See these? Those are headphones. Those are headphones, and let's grab these headphones right here. See what it attaches to? It attaches to this floating phone. See this? It's an iPhone, which has a camera, and I've been using my phone in place of internet, basically, for a few months. So I stopped, during doing certain kind of videos, and I've been doing a lot less effects. I've still been doing music, but it's until recently been just straight video. And why until recently? I had a software upgrade, which was actually a downgrade in some other ways, because before I had the upgrade to 3.1.3, for the iPhone and all, the video was always correct, as far as I play right-handed guitar, okay? And then it started flipping the video left and upside down and all this other crap that kind of weirded me out a little bit. But I have secured all the way up to Homer Cocktail 30 now, okay? And I haven't given up on all my old sites. It's just that when I feel like they mature, I pretty much tend to stop putting new videos on. I haven't been doing regular chats, vlogs like I've been doing in my Homer Cocktail 076 and the Homer Cocktail 4 one. I usually convert them to like some kind of black and white, you know, just for whatever reason I've been doing that. But I just want to let people know that, you know, I got this. Let's try to get some light, I guess. This got some light right here. This is the new one. That's the new one. The home wireless USB. That's the old one. That's the old one. That's the new one. They're both 3G. And this new one doesn't have a contract, and it's almost half. It's almost half per month for unlimited internet is the other one. Okay. And the drawback is, yesterday fantasy baseball started for Yahoo, and I have 4 teams now. One of them was an auto pick draft, but twice, you know, 2 of the 3 times that I had a opportunity to draft this little fucking thing, man. Golly. One time it took 45 minutes, and one time it took a half hour to get into the fucking room. So I'll be posting regular videos for what used to be regular. And if you want to change a pace, hey, you got it, man. Homer Cocktail 5, Homer Cocktail 10, Homer Cocktail 20. Okay? Pretty much increments of 5. 15 is me reading fucking books. It's in the other room. We're not gonna do that right now. But we're gonna hit the fucking guitar again. We're gonna hit the guitar again. And I did some inner child stuff. I did some fucking inner child sites. I have a fucking video game site. Let's Play Civilization. I want to do that eventually. I bought a new Civ game, which is in this drawer right here, somewhere in this drawer. I'm not going to look for it extensively, but I got the new Civ. Let's see. I gotta grab this right now. Anyway, got the new Civilization 5. I still haven't done the fraps or videotape or anything. I still haven't loaded it onto my computer. I've had it for a few months. So I did some inner child things. I have a sports channel for my fantasy sports. I won 3 championships this past autumn in football. 3 out of 4. The 4th one was actually a 2nd place finish. So I've done some stuff that are like very much, you know, what I've wanted to do since I was like 7 or 11 or 13 and shit, you know. Well, I'm running on 10 minutes now. And I'm in the habit of 10 minutes. I got upgraded at a few sites. But I gotta go, man. I gotta go. Here's one of my props. You know, a little hair, extra hair. Party on. Bye! Okay. July 27, 2011. Woofer. You know, it's your last rites. Got a nice little grave for you right here. Okay. You're always gonna be with this woofer.